have the minutes from the very last, we haven't had any minutes to approve, have we?
I thought you had the August
I don't have them with me.
one. You ready?
Yeah. Okay. Let's call this meeting to order. It is 6:14. Okay. Moving down to consideration of August 2023 minutes. Ms. Barbara?
I don't have them. I thought maybe Alyssa might have them. So neither one of us have them,
Didn't you
so
email them to everybody?
Mm-hmm.
I did.
Okay.
So,
Ask if everybody's read them or if they want to.
yeah, have you read them?
I have read them and they seem fine to me. I don't have my phone on me right now personally to go relook over it, but the day that I read them, I remember everything being
Yeah,
correct.
and I think Ron
Because I usually respond back to email as
responded
well.
back and said they were okay too.
Yep.
so.
I'll make a motion, we approve the minutes as
Okay.
presented.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay. Moving down to number 3, financial report to Mr. Rob.
Okay, and I'm working on a report template because right now, Alyssa, you and I and Michael may want to get together with Amanda because what she presents is the ballot sheet. You know, basically what I'm doing is confirming that our records align with what she's got, which is comparing the bank statement, which is still going to Carl. I'm not sure what we need to do to get that corrected. So it's more or less an audit, but I want to get a process in place and a report. And if I'm missing something here, Tom, if I'm missing something, there's something I should be doing that I'm not, that needs to be pointed out. But I think we need to get with Amanda and make sure she's getting what she needs and I'm doing what I'm supposed to do for the DDA.
I mean, if you want to do your own report, but this is basically what we have in the account. The only money we've got just very small revenue coming in, which is coming in from the farmer's market, but it has ended.
Yeah,
Ended at the end of September, so, and you will be writing a check any day now for one of Tom Large's facade grants for $5,000. They finished the work. They're just waiting on an invoice to present to us, so, and then there's another one pending that they're finishing the work on, so that will be an expense coming out of it.
Yeah, and right now, the income, to Alyssa's point, since the farmer's market's over, we made $12.92 in interest. And with the checks that we had to write for the gateway signage
Right.
to ACSM, that was almost $14,000, and then another $995 to Cincinnati Insurance. So when we take our balance, cash on hand, and the checks outstanding, we've got $45,628.40 available right now, but we owe the city $49,000, which means we're running a deficit of about $3,371.60. That's not accounting for the check that's coming for the Tom Large grant. I think we approved 2 grants last meeting, right? So that's our current status on money. And I've given a hard copy of this to Barbara to include in the minutes.
Okay. Anybody have questions regarding that, or do I have a motion to approve? Okay. All right, so moving down to number 4, October downtown events.
Yeah, I
Ms.
always
Alyssa?
put those in there just to remind you what's going on in downtown October. We do have our Thrill at the Mill event this Saturday. We start off at registration at 7 a.m. for the Zombie 5K run and the 1 mile fun run that we do every year. And then at 10 o'clock is when all the vendors, well, they'll set up a little bit earlier where all of the trick-or-treaters, all the children will come through the amphitheater and pick up candy from all the tables. That goes on from 10 to 12. Also at 10 o'clock, I didn't put it on here, it's a costume contest. So if you were at that event last year, there were a lot of children there. They just kept coming. And the 2 tables I worked, we were running out of candy. So each table is asked to bring a lot of candy. So it's a good event. It looks like the weather's going to be good for us.
It's a lot of fun. We've done it the last 2 years. We're not going to be in it this year because our youngest daughter's coming in from college, and we've got a family outing planned that weekend.
Yeah, it's a good event. And
The
so
kids are great, and some of the young parents get into the spirit with their young children. It's hysterical.
Yeah.
Yep.
And for the run, I think we've got right at 100. So the man that we partner with, Gary Jenkins, that handles this, said that a lot of them come in at the last day to register for that. So the 1 mile fun runs first, and then it goes to the 5K. So we'll be there bright and early Saturday, but it will be over at 12 noon. So we also have our downtown scarecrow display contest going on. So if you follow Villa Rica Main Street Facebook page, you'll see those posts of those displays. I posted a 3rd one today, but we've got more, probably 6 or 7 in. So, and it's got a little bit of information on that. So they are entering this contest to win cash prizes, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. We'll announce those winners on December the 2nd at the Christmas on Main event, right after the Christmas parade on the stage. So that is a way for the business to win money, and they've all enjoyed it, especially the ones that have been here before. They've been asking for it, so we brought it back.
Also, if you would share it, it gets out to more people about our downtown businesses.
It's another way to
See it
promote our
on Facebook.
businesses too, so
Push it
I
on
think
out there.
everybody's enjoying them, but they're real cute. Downtown, we've got downtown bingo starting November the 1st. We will have those bingo cards, and on the flip side, the rules of the game at the Thrill of the Mill. We'll have a table, and anybody can pick up those cards. So I need 12 businesses to participate, and we're on our way of getting those. So if you do own a business and want to participate, let me know. The one line bingo, the person comes to our office, Welcome Center, to get a gift. If they do the whole blackout bingo, which means they get the whole card stamped, they come get a gift from us and also enter their name to win $250. So it's a fun game. It's real popular with the cities right now. A lot of cities are doing it, and it coincides with our Small Business Month, which is in November, and Shop Local, which is the Saturday after Thanksgiving. And today I registered with the American Express to be a neighborhood leader for that day, so hopefully we'll get that back and get some campaign material and get people into our stores that Saturday as well. 1 or 2 of them may be closed, but most of them are open, and they do special sales. So the whole month of November is Small Business Month with the Shop Local on that Saturday. So you all remember that, and be sure to try to stay local as much as you can this holiday season. But Downtown Bingo, this is the first time we've done this. It's a city. It's a Main Street event, so we're looking forward to that. That should be a lot of fun. But they have to go to the business, do the task that's on the card in order to earn the stamp. And it's nothing complicated. It's like buy an item and get half off, or Villa Rica Nutrition is $2 off an item. They do that, and then they earn the bingo stamp. So then they'll bring it back to us for a swag item. We've got some that actually we're trying to get rid of at the office, so it's a good way to give those gifts out. But it'd be a fun thing for all the individuals and the businesses. So
Great.
those cards will be out on Saturday at Thrill at the Mill. But if you're interested in signing up your business, let me know. Okay.
All righty. Any questions regarding the events coming up?
No.
Okay. So we'll move down to number 5, other discussions. Does anything? Rob, go ahead.
Question first. Are we deferring bylaws until next month again, when Michael's here?
Michael gave them to me. I told him I would revise them and type them up, but I'm at the end of it.
Okay.
I was actually retyping it. So, and Michael's not here, so I took it off and thought I'd bring it back next time that he's here.
Okay,
Yeah.
that answers my question, thank you.
Alrighty. Would that be for other discussions? Does anybody else have anything for other discussions?
Hey, Barbara,
Yeah.
were we gonna further the discussion around the alley back here, Temple Street?
We can discuss the alley if you would like to.
And we've got Tom
Especially
here.
since the city manager's here. Maybe he can give us some input on us doing that.
You got your microphone on?
Yeah.
Okay, lower it down.
Is that better?
Yeah, come close.
Is that better? It's just the same as it was before. I would really like to, I haven't been able to get with the merchants or the property owners yet, but once I get to them, then what I'd like to do is go to Home Depot and find out who their local person is that works on projects, because they do have a person. They used to have one in the store. Probably now it's just a local area where they come and they help and they give the supplies. What we're talking about is the alleyway down here, Tom. The back of the old buildings that face the loft apartments. When I was in McDonough, they went through their alleyway like that and they tore everything off and they just built, like on the back of the lofts, that long deck. And then there would be steps coming down from each business so that they could come down. And it's a project that I would like to try to get going and get that alleyway cleaned up and looking nice, because it's kind of an eyesore for the city. And try to get as much donated as I can. And I'm not beyond begging. You can ask her. So I guess I need to just know if everybody else is in support of this.
I am
basically.
totally in support of it. If you need me to do something or ask, I can too, because I am way for fixing our alleyways. I
No.
think it's past due.
I know you know that part of that is James, and
Right.
that's so,
But we're not gonna worry about, I'm not gonna mess with his wall.
have you heard any more from that report, Tom, the inspection of that wall? Okay.
No, this won't affect the wall at all. This will be strictly at the back.
Would
And
this-
we will stop, it would stop before it got even
Okay,
to the
gotcha.
part where the wall is. Yeah.
As far as the wall, though, is there anything, like, I know you guys are working on that, and I know it takes time, but is it moving along nice? Like, is there something we should know? Is there something that we can do?
We're waiting on the structural engineer to give us the report.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 'cause we can't finish redesigning and finishing the park that we wanted to do. Like we talked about demoing the stage and building a much smaller platform. The retaining wall have to be redone, new landscaping. The outdoor furniture is not installed, it's just sitting out there. And every time I move it around, Hickstown Brewing moves it so they can park their cars in the park. So the furniture's being moved and I'm at a standstill. We were hoping to have it finished by Gold Rush Festival, but it's not. I actually have Christmas decorations coming for that park and was really hoping it'd be finished, but it's not gonna be. We're waiting on this. Part of the top of the building was falling over into the park. And we're waiting on that. And the city owns the back part of that wall, so we can't, I mean, it's too dangerous right now to even do anything there. We don't want anybody to get hurt, but, I mean, we'll keep working on it once they come back with a report and we can finish it. But it was a new green space, new park. And in that corner area, we were going to apply for a grant to get a outdoor playground equipment for children, something small in that corner. There's a
Nice.
grant you can apply for that, but we can't do anything right now. It's just
Yeah,
at a
until it goes
standstill.
through. Okay. One question regarding, now that you brought it up, the Christmas decorations. I know you talked about getting new ones for this year. So that's like for the whole everything, like the ones that the lights are out and everything.
No, really can't afford that. They're
Oh.
expensive. They're commercial
Right.
side. And when I got my first quote, I had the entire city lit up. Like Christmas Vacation,
Right.
that movie.
Yeah.
And it was well over $100,000. So I knew it was going to be a lot. So I started cutting back. We have a new Christmas tree coming. It's 26 foot.
Oh, okay.
Barbara let me know how old that Christmas tree is.
Yeah, Doug Mabry was the city manager when we purchased that tree.
Yeah, I need to see.
And we
one.
did change the colors of the lights on it, but it's 26-foot tree. We have new garland and lights for the amphitheater signage. We've got two big ornaments that actually sit on each side of the stage. Basically, everything we put on the stage blows off with just a little bit of wind. The trees, the decorations, because, we're buying them
Right,
locally
yeah.
at Home Depot. They're not commercial. These are commercial that will not do that. They will install them. In the train park out here, I have a train set. It's called a
Cool.
welcome
Aw.
wagon.
Cool.
And it says, "Welcome to Villa Rica," and it lights up. And then, and I think this is where it's going to set up. And on down, there's a big red Santa sleigh with fir tree around it as a photograph opportunity for families to sit in the sleigh and have their photos made. For a prospector part, I've got Victorian carolers, and they're the caroler, the mother, father, and the two children, but they're not the entire character. If you've been to Fantasy and Lights at Callaway Gardens, the way their lights are, that's what those are. And I was going to place them in front, like in the middle, and the furniture back this way. They have lights to go on the holly bush, and new garland and lights to go up on the brick wall. And that's where the sign's going to go.
Oh, okay.
And we were
Nice.
going to polish that gate up. It's got musical notes on it and polish it up. So we've got that coming. Trying to think what else. There's more lights for the amphitheater.
So it'll be better lit this year.
Whole lot
Yeah.
better.
Okay, good.
And I'm
What about the
working with
street
grounds, working with grounds to wrap these trees right here going to this small part with lights. We believe there's power. Last week I met with Georgia Power, our representative in the street department. We can't wrap the crepe myrtles over there. There's no power to them. But we've got new snowflakes coming because the way they put the snowflakes up, and if you take a look at the downtown district map, it went this way to the end, but over here it stopped because Georgia Power had to do something with the poles before they would light up. Well, come to find out, there's a piece of equipment, and I've got it wrote down, that's really outdated that they've got to replace. So they've sent me an application. I've got to fill it out. But then the three of us went down that way. We're trying to put snowflakes all the way down to City Hall, just kind of skipping like they haven't done in a while. So we've got that coming. And some of the other decorations, depending on what shape they're in, the staff will put those in. Sometime this week, me and the grounds supervisor, we're going to pull all those decorations out because they're cleaning up back
Right.
here. And we're going to take a look at them and see what needs to be thrown away and see what kind of shape that tree is in if we want to place it. So the installation date is right before Thanksgiving. So
Oh.
I'm excited to see it. But
know.
we are going to try to wrap the trees down here. They're wrapped and about halfway up, all the way down to that small park. And eventually Grounds is going to clean it up, pressure wash it. The cross ties that are edging are rotting. And there's one place that you could trip and fall over, so they're going to clean that up eventually. But it's going to look a whole lot better and lit up. I just don't know how much of the existing Christmas light decorations, if we can use them still or not. We
Okay.
may do some, but I
Yeah.
believe I've got 10 to 12 new snowflakes coming. We're gonna put the snowflakes in right in
Yes.
downtown, the older ones out this area. So
Okay.
we should be lit up all the way to City Hall, we think.
That's
We
good
think,
enough
as
for me.
long as it works, but some of those Georgia Power poles need a lot of work on them. And he says, well, the way it's supposed to work is, we do this, you do that. And I had the street department, and I was walking around, and I had no idea what they were talking about, because we were walking around looking up, and I didn't know what I was looking at, but we're working on it, and they're covered up, and we're kind of late telling them, so I don't know how much of that's gonna get done this year, but we will be able to put some snowflakes out that way on the poles that will work, but some of them may not.
Okay.
Because it may be a next year, because they're working in another city nearby. He told me they're doing the same thing, and we're a little late contacting them. But then we had a new rep, and he sent me a message, and I said, oh, by the way. So Chad, his name's Chad somebody, and he actually lives in Winston, so he's
Oh,
really
okay.
local.
So it's pretty
So we're
local.
working with him, but we'll see what we can do.
Awesome.
So
Well, I'm
we'll have
excited
it.
for that.
Maybe next year they
Yeah.
can buy more. It's just those commercial style. Oh my gosh, they're so expensive. Like that tree, I can't remember what the tree costs, but it's a lot. I mean, just little things, but it is commercial.
Yeah.
And
So at least it'll
shouldn't
last
blow
longer too,
away,
hopefully.
Because last year, everything in the train park on the stage just kept blowing over. All the trees, we would go out there and they would be on the ground. Well, this year it's a great big ornament.
Yeah.
Sitting on the stage instead of trees.
Okay.
So-
Good. Yeah. I'm excited for that.
I know
then.
that's a lot, but I'm really excited about it.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of nervous about it too when that comes. Because I know I'm going to be walking around, okay, Dukes, do this.
Yeah, but we need it. It's time. It's
I
time
know
that it takes
may
place
be,
and it
we
gets
may
done.
just blow Georgia Power
Yeah.
up. I don't know.
All right. Okay, so moving down, no questions or anything regarding that, guys? Okay.
Nope.
So moving down to executive session. Go ahead and start. Oh, look, call for an executive session meeting.
Make a motion to move into executive session
Do I have
from
a
regular
second?
meeting.
Second. What time is it?
6:36.